Very much, Audrey Cherotich, for that particular story. Now, the bipartisan parliamentary team has agreed on a framework to guide the discussions on the contentious issues proposed by the opposition. The team has additionally reached consensus of a 2-month timeframe within which differences on an array of issues will be ironed out. And as reporter Henry Tende now files, the Kenya Kwanza government has, of course, tabled 7 issues for discussions by the bipartisan teams.
A day before the lapse of a 2-day notice issued to the government by the opposition leader Raila Odinga over the bipartisan talks, the Select Committee has now agreed on a framework that will guide the process.
The agreement has now been finalized and settled and is now being prepared by a joint secretary. We will execute the same tomorrow morning when we reconvene here at 10. But the good news is that we've finalized it. Once it is signed by the members, we will share it with you, and you will see that it contains a lot of issues that required lengthy deliberations, and that's why we've had to engage on it.
The team has also settled on a 2-month time frame for the discussions. Azimio had earlier proposed a 30-day window, while Kenya Kwanza government proposing 90 days.
We have agreed to constrain that time to 60 days. But within those 60 days, we have agreed that the more urgent issues that need to be dealt with will have been dealt with within 30 days. And that the rest of the time we will take to deal with the more medium time or the rest of the issues. But the urgent ones we will deal with within 30 days. On
the table for discussions, Azimio coalition still persists with their demands, which include a reduction in cost of living, an audit of the 2022 presidential elections results, restructuring and reconstitution of IEBC, adoption of measures to prevent interference with political parties, among other pressing issues. Kenya Kwanza, on its part, has tabled 7 issues for discussion. The government wants reconstitution of IEBC Commissioner Selection Panel and a structured discussion on the 2/3 gender rule, the entrenchment of NG, CDF and GAF, and Senate oversight funds in the Constitution. Also on the table is the creation of Office of Leader of Official Opposition. Likewise, the government wants discussions to center around resolving insecurity problems including banditry and urban gangs, and proposing measures to deal with impunity on the part of those who should bear responsibility. The Kenya Kwanza team wants legal framework to give effect to Article 37 of the Constitution to regulate conduct and assign responsibilities to different parties, including organizers of demonstrations. Additionally, the team wants electoral reforms to ensure closure of electoral outcomes for post-election peace and national stability. And lastly, it wants the bipartisan talks to review legal, policy and administrative safeguards to protect government and state institutions from state capture. The bipartisan dialogue will continue tomorrow. Henry Tende, Look Up TV.